Oh, all Sow Dog Piper here with you on the 4th of July. Hope everything's going well for everybody today. It's a hot one here in North Alabama, about 100 degrees, humid, probably about 110 heat index. I know it's a lot hotter for Cactus Piper and probably Sonoran and guys like that where they're living. But I don't think they have the humidity we have here that makes it just miserable. You walk outside for just a few minutes, it's like you took a shower. Well, I wanted to enter Cactus Piper's Gall. As many of you know, I screwed up and I did Cactus Piper's Gall VR on Brewster's channel the other day. Messed that all up, but anyway, I'm gonna get it straight today. This will probably be a little bit of a repeat, but I did have time to think about the questions he's asking, the 5 questions and the bonus question again. So there are probably going to be some changes from that other VR that I messed up on. So yeah, let me relight this out of the fan real quick. I am smoking too much caffeine today out of my Dottle and Briar custom made Bulldog. Beautiful, love it. Y'all got to check out Dottle and Briar. He does amazing work and very reasonable price. And he's retired. Well, he's a good guy. Well, he's retired LEO. That's on his About Me page on his Dottle and Briar's website. In it, I came up with a blend I call 250th Anniversary. It consists of 0.50 Burley, 0.30 Perique, 0.30 Dark Fired. I smoked that first and decided it needed some sweetness to it. So I went on and put some, I think I put 0.25 Virginia in there with it to give it a little sweetness. It's very earthy though. But a mild spice to it on the Retrohale. And just a tad bit of sweetness from the Virginia. All right, let's get on with this. Favorite small channel under 500 subs. So I would have to say this one was pretty easy for me. Calcasieu Imperial Piper. Love his show. He's a very energetic, exciting person. Tells some good life stories. Tells some day-to-day stories. He's an electrician by trade. And he does reviews of tobaccos. And he's got a family. He's just a good all-around guy. I really enjoy watching him. He can be all over the place, but he is so much fun to watch, full of energy. Okay. Best pipe intro for me was Pipe Chats with Josh. I love his intro because it's old-timey. He's dressed up in an old-timey suit. He's got an old-timey car, old-timey music, and I really like it. It's really cool. Best beard. Okay, this is kind of going to change from my last answer. There's so many great beards out there, and this was a very tough one for me because y'all got some great beards. But I'd have to say Rudy Van Kruisen. Van Kruisen. I hope I'm saying his last name right. But Rudy, I love Rudy's beard. It's nice and long and white. I think it's cool. It's awesome. Most creative channel was easy for me. That was Jess Piping. He does some wonderful editing. He's got wonderful pictures. He's a funny guy. He can be a serious guy. He's a giving guy. He just all around good guy, but he does some awesome editing in his videos, and I really like it. Favorite international channel. This was another difficult one for me. I've got 3 people I really enjoy that are international. So having to pick one, I would pick Cheeky Amputee, Yusuf. He has been busy lately. He's on a trip, seeing the well, I don't exactly know where he's at, but I know there's lots of lions and probably tigers and zebras and lots of wild animals that you don't see here in the U.S. unless you go to a zoo. And they're in the open, which, yeah, I hope one of them doesn't decide that he's hungry and wants to eat Yusuf. So I'd have to say that on the Best International channel. And for the bonus question, the catchphrase, I really like Porch Piper Tom's catchphrase about staying in your own canoe and the waters being rough, but they'll smooth out. I think if more people stayed in their own canoe in this world, that it would just be better off. There's too many people sticking their noses in other people's business when you just need to mind your own business. So those are my answers to Cactus Piper's gall. I appreciate you for putting this gall on. It's a really, really good gall you've got going here, and I really appreciate you. I hope over time, because I just made this 250th batch up, and I hope over time it melds together, becomes a little sweeter. Had a neighbor this morning, they didn't come get me because they forgot, but I don't know the guy. He runs in our neighborhood every morning, which in this heat it's got to be hard, but don't know exactly what happened. Don't know if he tripped, had a heat stroke or what, but he wound up jogging and I guess passing out. Don't know if it was a medical emergency thing, but he fell, he hit his head, busted his head open, his knees open, knocked him unconscious, and he fell in front of the neighbor beside me's house out by his mailbox. And so another neighbor in the neighborhood stopped, saw him, and pulled over as he was driving out of the neighborhood to help him. And then my neighbor that does live beside me, the elderly gentleman that's like a grandfather to me, was just coming out on his porch and saw, went over there, and of course they called 911. He stayed unconscious even once the ambulance got there, which is never good because he was still unconscious after. Well, county fire got here pretty quick. They got here probably within about 10 minutes. And then the ambulance, it took them about 15 to 20 minutes to get here, and he was still unconscious then. So, but yeah, they forgot me. I've got a trauma bag in my car and no basics. But anyway, I hope he's okay. But anyway, that was the excitement of the neighborhood today. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a good 4th. Go shoot some fireworks tonight, but just remember, be safe with them, be careful with them. We have some every year coming in emergency rooms with some pretty bad injuries from fireworks and stuff like that. But all right, y'all. Well, y'all be careful, be safe, watch your 6, and I'll see you next time. Bye.